Mughal architecture. In this module, you'll learn about monuments built by the Mughal rulers. The Mughal dynasty ruled India for almost 200 years. The story of its glorious reign is told by the relics of monuments built by the great Mughal emperors, who developed a new genre of architectural construction that combined Islamic, Persian and Indian elements. The Mughals built a variety of monuments, both religious and secular. Religious architecture built by the Mughals include mausoleums such as Humayun's tomb at Delhi and Taj Mahal at Agra, and mosques such as the Jama Masjid at Delhi. Secular architecture comprises of forts such as the Red Fort in Delhi. An integral monument to the Mughals is the Humayun's tomb at Delhi. The building is located in the center of a garden. The building stands on a plinth and is constructed of red sandstone with inlay decorations in white marble. The garden follows the Chahar Bagh pattern. In this pattern, the garden is divided into 4 quadrants separated by artificial waterways. This pattern was introduced by the first Mughal emperor Babur. A Chahar Bagh is usually located on a river bank. The tomb of Humayun is placed in the central hall of the building and is surrounded by 8 rooms. The architectural plan of the building is based on the principle of Hasht Bihisht, literally meaning 8 paradises. The Taj Complex at Agra closely follows an architectural style similar to the Humayun's tomb. The complex is entered through the Darwaza-e-Rawza, or the Great Gateway. The complex is decorated by an enormous garden laid in a variation of classical Chahar Bagh pattern called the riverfront pattern. Of all the buildings of the Taj Complex, the most magnificent is the mausoleum. The mausoleum is made entirely of white marble. It stands on a plinth and is flanked by minarets on 4 sides. The exterior of the building is flanked by pishtaks, which are arched recesses. The walls of the building are decorated with pietra dura inlays, which is a characteristic trait of Mughal architecture. This is a technique of gluing cut-colored precious and semi-precious stones into fittings. On the exterior, the domical roof is surrounded by smaller elevated domes or chhatris on all sides. The main dome is topped by a gold finial. The principal mosque of Delhi, the Jama Masjid, was built by the 5th Mughal emperor Shah Jahan. The mosque has 3 entrances in the east, north and the south respectively. Each of the entrances has an ornamented facade leading to the courtyard in front of the mosque. The mosque faces the Qibla, or the direction that Muslims need to face while praying. The entire structure is constructed of marble and sandstone. The roof of the mosque is tarred with 3 domes. On both its corners are 2 lofty minarets. The Lal Qila, the Red Fort, was built by Emperor Shah Jahan in the city of Shahjahanabad, now Old Delhi. The fort lies along the Yamuna River at the eastern edge of Shahjahanabad. It acquires its name after the massive red sandstone fence surrounding it. The Diwan-i khas is an important building of the Red Fort. It was a place where ministerial and elite gatherings took place. It's built of white marble. Close to the Diwan-i khas is the Diwan-i Aam, which was a place that the emperor used for public gatherings. An ornate throne of the emperor is placed at the Diwan-i Aam. This throne is decorated with pietra dura inlays. The Diwan-i Aam and the Diwan-i khas are also called Chihal Sutan, or 40-pillared halls. As the Diwan-i Aam was meant to house a large audience, its halls provided a comfortable shelter for the emperor's subjects. The audience halls of the Diwan-i Aam and Diwan-i khas were constructed in the same fashion as a mosque. The audience halls faced the throne, which was symbolic of the Qibla. This architectural pattern was used to reinforce the idea of divine incarnation that most Mughal emperors claimed for themselves. Let's recall what you've learned. The Mughals built a variety of monuments, both religious and secular. Religious architecture built by the Mughals includes mosques and mausoleums such as the Humayun's tomb in Delhi and Taj Mahal at Agra. Secular architecture comprises of forts such as the Red Fort in Delhi. An integral monument to the Mughals is the Humayun's tomb in Delhi. The building is located in the center of a garden laid in a Chahar Bagh pattern. The Taj Complex at Agra closely follows an architectural style similar to the Humayun's tomb. Of all the buildings of the Taj Complex, the most magnificent is the mausoleum. The Jama Masjid was built by Shah Jahan. The mosque faces the Qibla, or the direction that Muslims need to face while praying. The Red Fort was built by Emperor Shah Jahan. It acquires its name after the massive red sandstone fence surrounding it. The Diwan-i khas was a place where ministerial and elite gatherings took place. The Diwan-i arm was a place that the emperor used for public gatherings. The audience halls of the Diwan-i khas and the Diwan-i arm faced the throne, which was symbolic of the Qibla.